Hello everyone, this is Imperium here. Welcome to my first gameplay footage video. I When I saw the new Hero Baptiste announced and all the jazz, I absolutely loved the thought of playing him. I played with him, and this is kind of my second game playing him. I want to try him on Crystal Power Jungle just to see what it was. So this early game, this is solo casual, nothing crazy. So this early game I wanted to, and I'm actually against the Baptiste. It's early game. I just wanted to get the minions, get the health up, see if I could steal the mid sentry. Luckily, they got distracted by the Lance, who healed up with a potion, which is really good. And I wanted to see if I could use my bad mojo, which I did to get the sentry. So that was good. I got rooted by the Lance. I was on level 2 at this stage, so the Ordained stunned the Lance, which let me get away a bit more. An awesome Vanguard from Arden really helped me get away. I then thought, okay, look, I've just got to farm up as much as possible. Uh, Again, I don't know the how the Arden didn't die earlier, but they were distracted by the Arden. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to be able to save the Arden. He's too on low health. He's too low in health. Let's just go and steal all of the enemy jungle farm. That's what I did in that situation because I thought it was just best to do that. Get as much farm up as possible. Because they were stealing which I didn't really know at the time, but I can presume they were stealing the rest of my farm. So, you fight fire with fire from that point of view. They then even got the mid medic again. So yeah, so I'm against the Baptiste in lane as well, who's also Crystal Power lane, which is interesting. Um, you'll see a couple of fight situations later on, which I'll explain. As to maybe why it's better to have Baptiste in lane, but him in jungle with his abilities, it's a game changer. So I went back to base just to get my abilities. I was working towards because I kind of looked at a couple of other people building stuff, what their builds were on Baptiste, and I decided to go for alternating current first item, then Eve of Harvest second item, then Broken Myth third item. A lot of people say you should get Broken Myth second, but the reason why I went Eve of Harvest second item is because the enemy Baptiste got Eve of Harvest first item, and I wanted to make sure that I could in some way at least match some form of sustain that he had. So yeah, so I'm getting farm again. The Arden is joining me from that point of view. Just trying to, as I said, just trying to farm as much as possible. Luckily, the mid medic is up again. I think that's the last time it shows up, before the jungle intensifies, as they say. So yeah, so I did that. Decided to go up the lane, see because the Vox had gone back. So see if we could try to take out this other Baptiste. But see, this was completely my fault. I shouldn't have tried to take him on, because he had Book of Eulogies. So he was automatically going to regenerate a lot better than me. So I went back, not back, but just went back behind the turret, see if I could throw my bad mojos out there to slow them down and just to get that AoE damage. I was able to use my B there, I think. No, not yet. Just using my bad mojo. You'll see. You'll use my ordained there, which locked him in when he moved towards the edge of the um, of the circle. Fair play to Vox. The Vox did get, and then also got the other Baptiste. So that's some really good play, and I said with that ordained and with the bad mojos, with the slowing them down, I decided in that situation not to try and go get their backpacks because yeah, the sentry was up. This was my mistake, although I didn't know the lance was there. But I realistically should have gone back. Now I knew I was gonna die, so I just thought, okay, I'm gonna try and farm as much as possible. In hindsight, I probably should have just have gone back and accepted the mid medic that I could get and go from there. But anyway, so went back. This is what 5 minute mark. The Vox is being, this Lance, he didn't get Fountain for quite a while now. The Vox shouldn't have face checked the bush like that. I had to go in because I had to go in because I wanted to save the turret from going down as much as possible. I used my ordained. It didn't quite kill the Rona, but it did take him back. Now I had a feeling at this stage, I didn't directly know when I go back down. When I do rotation now in a second, once the lane is safe, um, I noticed that my mid is gone. Now I did ping the Arden, but as good as the Arden was at supporting, because he gave off some beautiful fountains, his vision was terrible, and you'll see as I go on. Dorona took my mid medic like twice or three times even though I kind of knew I couldn't really do anything about it because there wasn't direct vision there, and it really affected any kind of extra rotations. But look, I was just doing what I could. I had alternating current at this stage. The lane is under pressure, so I do believe I go up to lane, and you'll see I use my fearsome shades to fear them away in some way, shape, or form. It might not have been the most effective, but it still helped. I use my bad mojo to just try and help staying off pressure and let the Vox go back. I get rooted by the Lance. The Lance roots were actually really good. He gets stunned. The Iron gets stunned by our Baptiste. Absolutely awesome fountain there. That was a fantastic fountain. Really backs them off. Again, shouldn't have gotten impaled by that Lance. But again, we're staving the pressure off. We still have our turret down. It's not taking too much damage. I am getting effective farm wise though. I'm not able to go in and farm the mid medic. I knew that was going to happen, but I knew I had my ordained to stop the Lance from getting away, and I could capture that kill. That's one positive thing about Baptiste, is that it allows you to actually get on the front line and know that you have an ability or two that is going to stop the enemy from. And by the way, I ran around it, and I don't know how the Crystal Sentry didn't see me there. So yeah, so I'm just farming up. I take the enemy farm, which is much duly noted. I didn't know at the time because there's no vision, but the Rona was very close to getting me. Just as I poured back, I saw her her beautiful self appearing. The Vox goes down at this stage again. I have to go back to lane after porting. The Arden fountain himself, which I actually think was a good idea in that part, even though he does die in the end. You'll see he gets stunned by the gauntlet, which really affects his health, and he goes down to nearly zero. So I go back to lane because again it's taking a lot of pressure, and I use my fear just in case the Rona went to engage on me. I use my fear just to keep her away. Fair play again. The Rona, even though she fails with the jump, and I kind of thought at this stage I had a feeling from going down, that the Rona was going to take my jungle. Now, her mistake was that she tried to be greedy and take more of my jungle because I had taken some first. Now she did take it, but she ended up dying in the process because fair play to the Arden and the Vox. We both came down. Vanguard goes out. Ordain comes out, gets stunned, and goes down to the Vox. Goes down to myself and the Vox with the assist also. So yeah, that's again just to point out that's how effective Baptiste can be in isolating an enemy hero. So we go to take Goldmon. We did stay low. See, that was a bad choice in my opinion. I shouldn't have stayed there because it was lucky that the Vox is there, but I shouldn't have tried to engage there because I go down in the process. No, I didn't actually. I ran away. Great gauntlet coming out. I used my bad mojo to slow down the Rona, and it's a triple kill on the Vox, and we get ace. But yeah, just kind of quickly going back to that, I shouldn't have engaged on the other Baptiste because what I kind of didn't cop on, or what I didn't outright realize, is that not only did he have Evil Harvest before me, he also had the book Eulogy, so he had far better sustain in a 1v1 situation. I take a lot of turret damage there. I really shouldn't have taken all that turret damage, but the main aim was to get the turret in the process. I was waiting to use my ordained. Fountain comes out from the Arden. Vanguard comes out. Lovely impale from the Lance. Though we still have our turret, so we're able to back around behind it. I'm just throwing out my bad mojo every now and again just to make sure. Again, a lovely route comes out, but no follow up, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. I at this stage I go, okay, this is kind of safe enough. Turret wise, I have to farm up. The Rona I think does see me in some way, shape, or form, but she takes my Matrine, which is annoying because I knew that was happening, but I couldn't do anything about it. Anyway, I'll go back up the lane because it's under a bit of pressure again. The Vox is low in health. Um, Good vision from the Lance. That was a bad idea from the Arden. With the gauntlet, came in and I shouldn't have gone in. The Lance also used Fountain at that point, and I died. Again, with the sustain from the enemy Baptiste of Eve Harvest and Book of Eulogies, I really shouldn't have continued on the engage. I don't know if our turret goes down at this stage. I think it does. The enemy Baptiste puts out fear, but it doesn't really do much because it's quite far away and it's only the Vox. Ordain comes out and he does get stunned by that, so that was a really good Ordained ability. Again, the turret's still saved though, and the Vox is fairly okay. Um, but again, Bad Impale comes out and the Vox gets to kill. I come down. As you see, the Rona's up, but we didn't know about that. I think the Rona shows her face away. Fear comes out, but that wasn't really a useful fear because again, there's no follow up. One thing that somebody pointed out, I think it was Flash X that said it, and I really think it's true about Baptiste. Or I don't know if it was on the dev stream. Maybe a lot of people have probably said it, but I definitely agree. Playing with a Baptiste requires a lot of coordination. If you're in both hero pick and player pool, if you're a Baptiste and your teammates aren't with you on an engagement, because Baptiste doesn't necessarily have a lot of damage compared to other heroes, his abilities become quite negated. Now I use fear to get away that Baptiste, so we could get the Crystal Sentry, just to eliminate it, get over and done with it. We steal farm, happy days. But yeah, so if you're playing a Baptiste and you're playing with a Baptiste, try to in some way follow the Baptiste and make sure that when he uses his abilities like Ordained, Bad Mojo, and even Fearsome, that you follow up with it. We're a 3v2 at this stage, absolutely solid. Vox is doing major damage. One thing that we didn't point out is that the Rona doesn't even have weapon power defense. So the Vox is building up stacks from the breaking point, and we're just chasing down. I use my Ordained stuns. Vox get the kill. Another ace. Happy days. So I'm doing okay at this stage. I'm on 4 kills, 2 assists. As I said, what I think is really not important, but yeah, I suppose what is a big perk to Baptiste is that he will be nearly more of an assist in getting kills rather than outright getting kills, as in he won't carry a game like maybe some junglers like Ataka and Akoshka that will kind of burst enemy teams down. But especially in Crystal Power, with the Eve of Harvest and with his abilities, he can control a team fight so hard. You have like the Arden Gauntlet into the Fearsome that will push the enemy team into the Gauntlet and stun them. You could have 2 or 3 people stunned. And then if one of them's out of the Gauntlet, you do the Fearsome Shade, and it pushes them away from the Gauntlet and their teammates even more. Now the Vox shouldn't have face checked that bush, because I was farming. Really shouldn't have face checked that bush. Was gonna get violated by both the Lance and the Baptiste and the Rona. In fairness, the enemy team combo is really good. They do have a really good comp with the Rona, Baptiste, Lance and Baptiste go really well together. But the main issue is that the Lance wasn't defense enough. He had Stormcrown, he only have Fountain. I don't know if that's Atlas, but either way, it wasn't enough. And the Rona just couldn't get the damage out, same as the Baptiste. Now the Baptiste at this stage is about an item ahead of me because he does have the Broken Myth. Arden shouldn't have face checked that bush, but hey, look, his choice. Maybe if he had that flares or vision. Lance comes in with impale. I know I have the ordained, so I'm able to stun them. We're able to get the kill on the Lance. So Crystal Sentry is helping us. So it's essentially 3v2. And both the Rona and the enemy Baptiste, they run away scared for our eyes. And me and the Vox probably got a little bit cocky and we chased it. I probably shouldn't have face checked that bush so hard. I go down, but I suppose again, like how good Baptiste can be, he's more of an assist type hero that will assist your carry. That's why I think he's better in a jungle position. Because I think he's more of an assist hero rather than outright kill damage carry hero. So we look to get the Kraken. I'm down. I'm up now anyway. No, sorry, not now. I don't know how many seconds it is because it doesn't say on that. I do have my broken myth and I have some weapon power and crystal power defense. I also have tier 2 boots. I think I get tier 3 boots before this. I believe. I don't know if I did. I forget. What's interesting about the enemy Baptiste is that he has journey boots, and I don't know if that would actually be a better idea as Baptiste. So you have that cooler. So you have that better cooldown. Um, Not better cooldown. I mean, sorry, you have those boots up quicker, which on Baptiste being a high ability CC hero, it could be really beneficial. So the reason why, by the way, the reason why, even though the Kraken had been taken by us, the reason why I took farm was because I wanted to get an infusion. And I didn't have the goal before that. I knew if I took out a bit of farm, I'd have the infusion. So I was able to get back. Lovely root by the Lance. He has high damage, so we were taking a lot. The Vox kites back. I'm able to get my abilities off. I fear, if you see them, I fearsome shaded them into the turret, and that essentially stunned him into the turret, and we got a kill because of that. And the Vox doing the major damage in the background that he has um with the Sour Blade breaking point tyrants. So he gets Atlas. I don't know if it was me or I think it was me that Atlas them because I don't know if I have Atlas yet. Because I forget. GG, we won. Happy days. So as you can see, I hope you saw from the footage that Baptiste is really powerful in my opinion. Not outright as a 1v1 damage dealer, but in a team fight, he's a big game changer, and I think he negates and he counters the likes of Taka even. You can see the build. The enemy team obviously got annoyed, so they just deleted all their builds. Yeah. On that note, thank you for watching. Um, and if you did tune in for the whole match, feel free to to skip some of it. But I hope it gave you an idea of how good Baptiste can be. I'm not amazing on him. I'm a support main, so I'm not an amazing jungler. But I hope I showed what Baptiste can do in some way, shape, or form. Thanks.